You are watching a presentation of Soccer Night in Detroit.
Check, check. Hello, everybody. Here we are at Toledo, where Detroit City just got a massive W. What?
Monday with the right foot. It's in the back of the net.
Have you ever?
Never.
Oh my God. That was one hell of a game.
I haven't seen an action-packed day since the days of the Detroit Rockers and the Detroit Neon /Safari. Holy cow!
What a match! What a match indeed! I mean, This was a heavyweight slugfest.
It was no blowout. It should have been a blowout both teams, but holy crap!
I mean, this was clearly the best game out of the 4 games that took place this afternoon and evening here at City Clubhouse or City Fieldhouse, and they couldn't have picked a better game for.
Prime time?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Louisville kicked things off. Emma Nicholson at the 14:30 mark of the first quarter. And then it became the Aaron Torrance show.
Yeah, first team all league.
Goal right here at the 12:37 mark. Fast forward. 3:07 mark. Aaron Torrance does it again. This time off her own rebound, I believe.
Yeah.
And then at the 2:40 mark, she closes out the period.
What a hat trick!
With a hat trick. Aaron Torrance, 3 goals in 12 minutes.
Amazing.
But late in the quarter, Brielle Huglin would score for Louisville, and it would be 3-2. And this was how it would be the rest of the night. Then Aaron Torrance at the 9:53 mark makes it her 4th of the night.
Oh my! She was beating them single-handedly, literally.
Yeah. 2:47 mark of the quarter. Brielle Huglin would be credited with this goal. This one bounced off Katie Coleman. And we go into the half. It would be Detroit City 4 and Louisville 3. They traded goals in the third here. Kayla Addison off an assist here from Aaron Torrance at the 10:22 mark. But late in the third quarter, Emma Nicholson would put it into the back of the net, and it would be 5-4.
Oh, brother, we were getting nervous big time.
You want to get nervous here? Let's go to the 4:31 mark of the fourth quarter. Sophie Garrett silenced the crowd here at the City Fieldhouse, and a little bit of tension going on.
Yeah, Mickey Redman would say there's no place for a nervous person during playoffs.
I think we've gotten to watch today.
Yeah.
Then, at the 2:13 mark, Aaron Torrance with the game winner.
Fouls off the back of the side off the goaltender in the back of the line. It was 6-5, and then they have to hold on to dear life.
And they did hold on to dear life. And they come away with the victory. Detroit City find a score of 6-5. They face the winner of the game between the Iowa Demon Hawks and, as I look this up here, I've been taking notes
the
all
Dallas
day long.
Lone Stars. Not to be confused with the Dallas Stars, for God's sake.
Dallas Lone Star.
Texas Lone Stars, excuse me.
Yeah, Dallas Lone Star. In fact, it was all Iowa. Regardless. We don't have to go through it. We'll go through the highlights of that one in a little while here.
Yeah.
But needless to say, Detroit City FC with a big, huge victory tonight.
This should have been a high-scoring affair. Not that close, but, dude, there was tons of shots that didn't go in the net. Hit the crossbar, hit the post. It could have been a disaster if any of those goals.
It could have been a disaster in the fourth quarter if we could have went into extra time or overtime or whatever it was. But yeah, if it wasn't for Aaron Torrance, 6 points tonight.
5 goals, 1 assist.
And the one
amazing.
Assist, the one assist on the Kayla Addison goal. Like I said, an amazing night for her. And Detroit City moves on to the semifinals. They will play at 3:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, she backed up her first team all-league selection with authority, man.
Yes, indeed. And what a great, like I said, great victory tonight for Detroit City. I got about 15 minutes worth of highlights just for the other 3 games.
Yeah.
Much,
I saw most of it at home or on my cell phone.
Yes. So we'll go in order as far as those highlights are concerned. And but like I said, what a game tonight.
I know.
That's all I can say.
Okay.
What a game tonight for Detroit City FC. They defeat a very good Louisville team. Two goals tonight by Emma Nicholson.
I was about to say she backed up her old team selection as well.
Yeah. Brielle Huglin ended up with 2 as well. So it was. Either way. You look at the score sheet right there. That's pretty much who. It wasn't filled with many names on there. You figure it was filled with 5 names the entire day. And what a tremendous performance tonight by both of these squads tonight. Hats off to both those scores.
Yeah, and I gotta say, both goaltenders look really well.
Yeah.
Becca Prato transformed into a wall that kept the team in it. Literally.
Not to mention too, Kirsten.
Oh yes.
Kirsten Williams, the goaltender of the year.
I know.
Put on a goaltender of the year effort.
The cat was serious. Looked him in the eye. Transformed into a cat. Sorry, I have to mention my effort. Big 1999 season 2. But hey, she was game.
Oh my God, she was game. Both of those goaltenders were game. They had to get the job done tonight, and sure enough, they did. And now it's a date with the Demon Hawks tomorrow. At 3:30.
I don't know if Becca. I don't know if Maya transformed into a wall, but dude, Becca's performance in that game was something, man.
I tell you what, it was like I said, one of the greatest. Like I said, this is probably one of the best indoor soccer games I have ever seen, and we've seen a lot of good ones this year.
I know. And being a fan of both the Detroit Rockers and Neon back in the day, and watching a lot of MASL men's action, it's something.
It is. It is definitely something indeed. All right, so going through the day here at City Fieldhouse, it has been a long day of football, long day of soccer action, and of course we're going to recap the day as well. Talking with Dave Dwaihy, who called most of the games today for.
And he must be tired after all this action.
Oh my God, I must be tired for all this action.
I know.
Let's start things off with the first game of the day,
ladies and gentlemen, as Ray Lane did today, Doxa, let's examine those highlights.
Keeper of Lone Star, Tori Chiaffo, would stop this penalty kick right here early on in the contest, and she was pretty good early on in the competition. She was stopping balls left and right, and keeping Lone Star in this game for the most part, as Texas would take a 1-0 lead thanks to a goal by Ana Bonilla, and that was early on. But here come the Iowa Demon Hawks. Death taxes, that's coming. First goal right there. Denise Valdez with the goal, and that came at the 9:54 mark of the first period of the second period. Karina Katz at the 5:16 mark would make it 2-1. Then the leading goal scorer in the USL, Andrea Galagos, would make it 3-1. and Galagos would they would go into the half at 3-1. Galagos would score again right here at the 14:21 mark to make it 4-1. So 4 straight goals after giving up the first one of the match. But Lone Star would score one. They would score this one by Sophia Ochoa at the 9:57 mark of the third period. But it would be Lone Star to close everything out. This one coming up right here by Karina Katz. The Cats meow right there. And that will put them up at 5-2. They would score 4 straight goals again. Cats would score another one. This would be her hat trick of the day. This would be the first hat trick of the day, by the way. Cats' hat trick coming at the 6:18 mark of the third quarter. Or actually, no. I'm sorry. That would be at the 40, with 40.8 left in the fourth quarter. Iowa on the power play right here. Martha Sainz with the goal at the 7:05 mark, and then Ozzy Castillo coming up at the 2:36 mark would score here off the set piece. Final score would be Iowa 8 and Lone Star 2. Needless to say, Lone Star is who we thought they were.
Yeah, you're right. They tried to make it close, but then Iowa blew them out of the water.
Oh, yeah, literally. Yeah,
that's the reason why the goal scorer who scored the last goal is the league MVP this year.
Absolutely, and Ozzy Castillo with the, and 4 Chihuahua Savage players. That's all you have to say about that crew.
I know.
4 Chihuahua Savage players. I mean, that's all you definitely have to say about them. All right, let's go to the next one. Cincinnati taking on the ICT Aztecs. This one, a little bit low scoring affair on this one here.
Yeah, but it was one of the better games at that point.
At that point.
Yes.
Let's see. Mallory Lund making a brilliant save right here at the 11:07 mark of the first quarter, but here come them sirens. Woo! Kelsey Cone with the first goal at the 8:31 mark, or Keown at the 8:31 mark. Then seconds later, they would strike again. This time, it would be as Laura Rose would put it into the back of the net, and Cincinnati would go up by a score of 2-1 after one period of play. And then going into the second, stanza, or 3 goals here. Third goal was by Zawalski, Christy Zawalski. That'll be 3-0 at the end of one period. Zawalski again would put Cincinnati up by a score of 4-0, and it was a lead that they could not get rid of. They dominated this game, and a lot of people thought that this was going to be a defensive struggle. Not so much.
I was surprised they took down the number 1 team.
Yeah,
they were the other undefeated team other than Iowa and Holy crap.
Yeah, Iowa or excuse me, ACT or the ICT Aztecs. This goal right here, they finally got on the board. It was Novelli Gallo, or not the other Gallo. Okay. Gallo with the goal at 4:53 mark. Then Kelsey Keown again, her second of the match. Or no, that was I'm sorry, Morgan on the first one. Gallo with the second one. They cut it in half. It was 4-2, but Cincinnati would answer back. Kelsey Keown coming up here. Or is that? Oh, no, that's the ICP goal. I'm sorry again. Yeah, that made it 4-2. Kind of screwed up on that one. All right, so now we go to the 2:43 mark of the quarter, and there's Kelsey Keown's goal at the 2:43 mark. At the half, it was 5-2 in favor of Cincinnati, and here's the banger, the golazo of the tournament. Emma Gervey.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a golazo.
Oh, tell me about it.
Tell the Iowa Demon Hawks announcer that's the definition of a golazo.
Oh, golazo, yeah.
Yes. Then Natalie Aronas with the that was a keeper saved right there by Mallory Lund one more time. But Natalie Aronas finishes off the scoring at the 2:36 mark. Final score, Cincinnati 6 and ICT Aztecs 3 in that matchup. Needless to say, Cincinnati dominated from the word go.
Yeah, they did. They hit the pedal and fell well at the 7th leg, and because of that, they took down.
You see a pattern going here, with the exception of the first game.
Okay.
Where Lone Star scored first, but they answered back with 4. But Iowa answered back with 4 goals. Cincinnati started off with 4 goals. You're seeing so much of a pattern here as far as these first couple games are going here. All right, now we go to the third game of the afternoon. Corey, or that was Hunter Jones. Oh no, the first goal by RPFC Dallas. Kessler got it going at the 4:24 mark. Then Alyssa Valdez with the first goal of her first goal of the afternoon. 2:49 mark for that one. 2-0 in favor of RPFC Dallas. Valdez would strike again in the second quarter. But first, top goaltender here, Courtney Burnett with a beautiful save on that play. And that was early in the second quarter. Here's that girl again. Here's that gal again, Valdez. Literally, I think she scored 1 goal per quarter today.
Oh, yeah.
She literally scored a goal in every quarter. Valdez right here puts it in. Oh, nope, that was the rebound there. No, that was a save by Hunter Jones. Yeah, Hunter Jones. And then, great exchange there. Let's see here. This is another save opportunity coming up for Courtney Burnett. Nice job there. And then we go to the 2:40 mark. That's Alyssa Valdez for her second goal. RPFC would score their goals late in the quarter. After the 5-minute mark of the quarter, that's when they would score their goals in the match. And then Taylor Tufts off this set piece here makes it 4-0 going into the half. They were dominating FC Berlin at that point. FC Berlin would finally score 12 minutes in. Brian Dessa with the goal.
But it was too little, too late.
By that time, yeah. RPFC already put a 4 on there. And then there's that gal again. Alyssa Valdez with her third of the match. Got the hat trick. And but Dessa would come back. It was the Dessa Valdez show here.
Yeah.
Brian Dessa with the power play goal at the 9:30 mark of the fourth quarter. But they were going to try to make a game of it, but it was Valdez. Oh no, another great keeper save there. I'm sorry, by Courtney Burnett, and then Valdez. As I mentioned, she scored 1 goal per quarter. 4 goals on the day for Valdez. At that point, they were up 5-2. Then Violet Hipkin puts it into the back of the net. And, FC Berlin showing some signs of life here. But, let's see. Leslie Rosso would put this thing to bed. Literally. Or Leslie Razzo with the goal. And that would make it 7 for RPFC. And then in the with 38 seconds left, FC Berlin would get the final goal of the night here. Marissa Oliveira getting it off the goalkeeper, or not getting it off the goalkeeper, another pass there, and that would be at 7-4 the final. RPFC Dallas move on. So this is what we have for tomorrow. The first game at 3:30 will be Detroit City FC taking on the Iowa Demon Hawks.
And
now these two met in the semifinal last year, if you remember.
I remember.
What's going to be a little different this time around?
Yeah, because 4 members came from last year's champion, the Chickawawa Savage.
Yes, and needless to say, it's going to be different. Of course, they dominated in their semifinal game.
I hope the fans will say, "Please, don't hurt them."
But I don't know the way Detroit City played tonight. I mean, you gotta say, this could be, as long as they can contain, they should have no problem there.
In our dogfight.
Yeah. RPFC Dallas will be taking on the Cincinnati Sirens in the other semifinal. This is they're back in the semifinals in the MASLW after literally a 1 year absence, shall we say. So they're back in the semifinal. The last time they were in the semifinal, they were at this was when they were in the PASL.
Yes, I remember that really well.
And they were finalists in that tournament in which they lost to who was it? Sonoma Sky.
I see.
Yeah, Sonoma Sky was.
So here's the big question: will anybody be following that match on the floor? Because we have a men's match as well tomorrow in Indianapolis.
I'm going to be following both of those matches, of course. trying to do multitasking. That's what it is. So yeah, we're definitely gonna. That's why I got 2 phones on this thing. So we got that going. We got an interview coming up with Dave Dwaihy as we recap the day that was in the MASLW Playoffs. Oh my God!
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
What a day!
Oh my gosh, you guys!
What a day! I swear to God. I mean, that was probably the best indoor soccer game I have ever seen tonight.
So good. Everybody that was treated to that was treated to a great matchup. Like 2 heavyweights slugging it out, lead changes, near misses, great saves. The game had everything. Great defensive moments. It was really awesome. It was super fun to watch. And,
great goaltending, great defense, great offense. I mean, for both ways. I mean, Karen Torrance had the night of. I mean, a 6-point night tonight for her.
She was nuts. She joked. She said, like Will Ferrell in Old School. She's like, I blacked out. And it kind of had that feel to it, where it's just like everything she did came off. That goal off the boards is like one of the best goals I've seen here.
I mean, she was in the. I mean, that was a beautiful.
I think she was feeling it tonight. Everything was clicking, and she was very impactful. Obviously, things she did were coming off, but she was also working hard, doing it on the defensive end. She was pretty special tonight.
Amazing. I mean, all the way through. And then you look at the fact that it was her show tonight. 6 points. I've never seen a single-handed performance like that in a long time. I mean, ever in the history of this women's team. As a matter of fact,
I agree. I think she justified the first team selection tonight.
Absolutely. Another great job by Kirsten Williams in goal tonight. I mean, couple amazing saves there, and the Nicholson goal that came afterwards. That was just an admonishment or whatever it was, but she made a couple brilliant saves before that happened.
Yeah, I think Kirsten and Becca both really came up big during critical phases. I mean, don't forget Becca played that fourth quarter when we were under the gun for large stretches, and after they tied it, but then we reclaimed the lead, there was like a 2-minute spell at the end there that we had to get through, and she came up big. I think both goalies really stepped up tonight for sure.
Out of all the games that you've seen today, what was the most, what impressed you the most out of all 4 games?
Yeah, I mean, Iowa impressed me once they got going, the way they're able to move the ball and just manipulate teams and create tap-ins. I think they're pretty scary good at that. But if you can defend them effectively and hit them on the counter, who knows? I think hopefully we'll test them a little bit more. The team that impressed me most was Cincinnati.
Oh, that was a beautiful. I mean, coming off the get 2 goals. I mean, within the first 2 minutes.
They were nuts. They were nuts. Their movement off the ball, passing was crisp. They have a couple of really impactful players. Number 7, number 8, and number 17.
Yeah.
Keown.
Yeah.
I don't remember the names because we had a couple games in between, but those 3 really stood out to me, and they got a good thing going.
Yeah, Kelsey Keown, she had a couple goals in that one.
Aroñez was fantastic.
Aroñez was fantastic
and
too.
Zwolski
had a couple goals too.
Those 3 were pretty exceptional, I thought. But just their whole, their collective impact was really strong. Like, they just have a very good team. The Louisville coaches had been talking to Ian, and they said that Cincinnati was a team to watch because they played them very near the end of the season.
They'll go up against another tough team that really showed what they were tonight, and that was RPFC Dallas.
Yep.
And they were semifinalists last year as well.
Yeah, they were the one team I was sort of keeping an eye on because I really wanted to see them play in person. Last year, I don't think anybody really came close to the level that Chihuahua Savage was playing at. RPFC was the one team that, at least on the scoreboard, gave them a game, and I think that says a lot. They had to play them in the semi, but
we talk about Aaron Torrance's performance today. Alyssa Valdez had a tremendous game herself today.
Tonight, yeah, I thought so too, and I think that'll be a real. I mean, at this point, everybody who's still in it is. You had 8 great teams here today, and now I think you got whittled it down to a really good 4. And you
got a solid Final 4 tomorrow.
For sure.
Oh my God, that's probably good. It's probably one of the better Final 4s. I mean, last year, you had Iowa and Detroit go at it, and then after that, you had RPFC Dallas taking on Chihuahua, and that was probably the closer of the.
That was the closest
games.
to the last 3 games, I think.
Yeah. Because we saw what happened with Chihuahua, unfortunately. So that
hopefully I think that was a great experience for our women. That was a humbling game. They came out of that determined to be better this year. I think, personnel-wise, we've added some pieces with Aaron Torrance, Megan Ferrant, Kira Carfanta. Everyone else is a year more experienced and seasoned, and Kenzie Ruber was another great addition. So I think it's a slightly different look. And everyone's playing really well together, and I think Danny Evans and her staff really got this group peaking at the right time, physically in particular.
What really impressed me tonight was that power play.
Yeah.
Or the defensive power play, as a matter of fact. I mean, there was a couple instances there where, you had four of our players just sitting there waiting to defend that ball. And, 0 power play goals for Louisville tonight, and that was a solid defensive effort by the girls.
That was not an accident. I think they're extremely up for it, and physically, like I was saying, it's a team that's been working really hard on just the fitness element of the game, and you can see that was a lot of running tonight. There were stretches of the game where it was just up and down, and you're not able to change as much as you'd like to. You can't really substitute when you're defending, and then sometimes Danny was telling me the 3-foot rule where you really can't get on the field until the other person's kind of off, and so you don't want to get caught in transition, and it's tough. It leads you on the field for long stretches, and it's tough on the body and on the lungs. So we pushed through. It was really impressive.
Hopefully we'll have a decent crowd tomorrow because it's going to be another fun day.
Oh yeah.
Starting at 3:30, Iowa taking on Detroit, or Detroit City, and then the nightcap, RPFC Dallas taking on Cincinnati. This guy will be on both of these games, right?
Yep, and so Ian Gilmore's going to be traveling to Indy to be with the men, so I'm recruiting my new assistant, Chris Hemler, my next door neighbor, who's got extensive broadcast experience, loves Detroit City FC and a fantastic sense of humor to boot. So I think we'll hopefully be able to recreate some of the energy that Ian and I developed this year, and we'll look forward to covering both of those games.
That's going
And
to be
the men will be on the TV at 7 as well.
That's right, because we got Soccer Night in Detroit tomorrow. We're
Yep.
going to do a double. We're going to do the preview of the semifinals. Plus, we're going to do a preview of Detroit City versus Indy.
Love it. You get to watch the women in person, the men on the TV. Can't beat that.
Can't beat that. This is a great weekend of soccer in Detroit.
Yep.
And we're happy to be here to do this.
Absolutely. Thank you guys as always for the coverage.
And thank you for the announcing as well.
Oh, my
great
pleasure.
job.
My pleasure.
Great job on the booth.
It's a joy to talk about, in particular when I get to do it for our women's games, like knowing the players like I do. It's great to be able to cheer them on while also commentating the game. It's a fun opportunity.
It was so hard tonight not to contain myself.
I just said it a few times. I was like, I can't handle this.
I couldn't.
It was like I needed to pace around or something. I needed to sublimate my energy.
I have no problem doing that at Keyworth during a normal DCFC game day of composing myself. Tonight, there was no way I could compose myself.
That was so exciting.
What a great match.
So exciting. And I think it bears saying, a lot of credit to Louisville. What a classy organization. They approached our supporters for the charity opportunity. They lost a devastating game there, but they didn't foul. They didn't get. A lot of times those games don't end on a nice note. They played it to the wire, and they represented themselves extremely well.
I was going to say, I saw that Open Cup on Wednesday night. Wednesday night over in Sacramento. We were talking about that on the music just yesterday.
That's the opposite end of the spectrum, when games don't end well.
Exactly, and glad this one ended well, and great effort by both of these teams.
For sure.
Catch this guy tomorrow on YouTube.
Tune in.
Catch us tomorrow on Soccer Night in Detroit.
Tune in.
Yes, definitely. For Dave Dwaihy, Steve, and the rest of the gang here at City Clubhouse. Keep your feet in the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy, and most of all, be good.